Venice, itself a symbolic site, fusion between land and water, fresh waters and salt waters, is home to a variety of what is known as lichen, although this exact number of species is unknown to date in Venice. Lichens are life at its most adaptable. They are prime examples of how to relate to people, problems, and places as we face the prospect of climate change. You can easily find species of lichen lodged in pits of wood and stone in Venice, structures upon which the whole city is founded. Lichen's microtopography, or the places where they live, offers this resilient species the chance to thrive. In fact, lichens blur the definition of what it means to be an individual, for this organism is a fusion of both algae and fungi. In ecology studies, we would call this intimate relationship a mutualistic symbiosis, because both parties contribute to keeping the other alive. The algae partner is a collection of single cells and is a primary producer, or what is known as an autotroph, meaning that it can make its own food through photosynthesis. However, algae can only photosynthesize when it is moist and has no way of protecting itself from drying out. Fungus, on the other hand, is a heterotroph, which means that it cannot make its own food, unlike algae. But fungus can subsist on carbon harvested by others, dissolving matters and liberating its minerals. Fungus then relies on algae for sugars from photosynthesis, while algae relies on the fungus to maintain moisture levels in order to stay alive. I like to think of Venice and most of the rest of the world as having a lot to learn from this couple. Lichen shows us that there is a way to find variety in alternative relationships that are based on reciprocity and not extractivism. Lichens show us that this bond is more long-lasting, more meaningful, more creative than any quick techno-fix could ever guarantee. I like to think of Venice as a place of possibility, as we don't know how many lichens inhabit this space. It is merely up to us to listen to what the lichens have to show us.